Krista and Tatiana Hogan, conjoined twins from British Columbia, Canada, gained much more prominence after the CBC documentary, Inseparable, 10 Years Joined at the Head, covered their story in 2017. The cameras captured a year in their life around their 10th birthday and how their family, at the time consisting of parents, grandparents, 3 siblings, and a dog named Yuna, helped them live a fulfilling life. Here's what makes the twins distinctive and how they handled the media spotlight. The conjoined twins, or Siamese twins, are joined in utero, and the phenomenon is still not fully explained. The Canadian girls were a rarity through birth alone. About half the twins with this birth disorder are stillborn, and roughly a third of those who survive die within 24 hours. Moreover, Tatiana and Krista are craniopagus twins, meaning that they are joined at the head, which only happens to 1 in 2.5 million sets of twins. However, their brain structure makes them the only such twins in Canada and perhaps the world. They can do things that still confuse neurologists, including reading each other's thoughts, seeing out of each other's eyes, and sharing some senses. However, they've had several medical issues and underwent physical therapy in the show. Besides a reduced quality of life, they will likely have a shorter lifespan. Most people don't realize that Tatiana and Krista agreed to share their unique experience with the world long before the CBC documentary. They were featured in the Vancouver Sun segment in 2013, and the New York Sun interviewed them a year earlier. ABC Media Network was one of the first media networks to bring light to their unique lifestyle and medical mystery in June 2010. All investigations agreed on one thing: the sisters have different personalities and are full of life seemingly despite unsurmountable odds of surviving childhood and living a normal life. Besides different characters, they had distinct body weights from birth on the 25th of October 2006. Krista was always a bit bigger, quieter, quirkier, and loved telling jokes, while Tatiana was hyperactive, chatty, loud, and outgoing. Krista's funny side came at the documentary's beginning, since she jokingly said that she doesn't like being stuck to her sister because she's annoying. In contrast, their mom called Tatiana a little bully. She spoke from experience. The girls have 3 siblings, a younger sister, Shaylee, an older sister, Rosa, and an older brother, Christopher Toad Hogan. Doctors who conducted a CT scan of their heads when they were a year and a half old have concluded that they could never separate them because of how their heads are fused. They learned that the girls didn't have 2 joined skulls. Instead, they had 1 skull or cranium with 4 brain hemispheres inside. With that information in mind, trying a separation operation would put them at risk of infection, severe injury, and quite possibly death. However, the scan also showed that the twins' connection is unique. They have a bridge that connects their thalami, a gray matter shaped like an egg that controls sensory input and the brain's motor functions. Because theirs are linked, the sensory input and blood go back and forth, as though using a switchboard. Therefore, the twins share the sense of taste and touch, and Krista can see out of one of Tatiana's eyes while Tatiana can see out of both of Krista's. Moreover, they can control each other's limbs besides self-control. Krista can move 3 legs and an arm, while Tatiana can control a leg and 3 arms. Finally, they learned that Tatiana's heart was working harder and supplying some of its blood to Krista's brain, which made Krista's blood pressure higher. Doctors plan to solve this by jump-starting Krista's heart to adjust its rhythm and make it pick up the pace. Yet, their most amazing ability, at least to outsiders, is knowing each other's thoughts without speaking, which they call talking in their heads. Although it's uncertain if being conjoined has an effect, the twins have epilepsy and type 1 diabetes. They are on a strict medication regimen, must undergo blood tests to manage their sugar, and require daily insulin injections, and so often travel to the British Columbia Children's Hospital in Vancouver. That was a hit to their finances because the girls live in Vernon, British Columbia, with mom Felicia Sims, dad Brendan Hogan, grandparents Louise and Doug McKay, and some aunts and uncles. Despite all the physical problems, the twins travel to school, ride a customized bicycle, and swim. During winter, the twins go down hills on toboggans and have tried cross-country skiing. Krista and Tatiana had a slightly delayed education path due to their unique situation. They delayed starting kindergarten at Okanagan Landing Elementary to fly to Manhattan and appear on Anderson Cooper's daytime talk show Anderson. Their mother said that most of the children around their age were curious, and some befriended them. However, a few parents were uncomfortable seeing them and forbade their children to play with them, which Felicia openly criticized, prompting her to ensure that her children never shun anyone for being different. Although their unique congenital disorder slowed their academic progress, the documentary showed that they started attending regular school. The twins spent a few hours per day in grade 6 as of September 2017, learning to write, read, and do basic arithmetic. Sadly, the CBC documentary was the last public update from the twins, and that was seemingly intentional. Chuck Harris, a Hollywood agent, is the only reason they became well known for several years. He signed the twins for all the media appearances in the late 2000s and early 2010s because he wanted to get a reality show for them so badly to make big money for them. Anything over $1,000 is big money. He explained that the family had 14 members in one household in 2011. Their mom, known for being protective, agreed to Chuck's proposal and told him, "We can do interviews and documentaries. Just get the word out. I want people to understand that's just what they are. They're just little girls." Chuck also represented George and Lori Chappell, the oldest living conjoined twins in the world as of 2022, according to the Guinness World Record notes. He also wanted to find their mom a job, giving parenting lectures, and speculated that she could earn $5,000 to $15,000 an hour, talking about how she's raising the girls, not hiding them, and doesn't see their condition as a handicap. Viewers saw the conjoined twins' daily life, including all their struggles, which was captivating. However, their media appearances had a real impact on science and medicine. Their mother always knew that her daughters might not reach the average lifespan. Doctors told her that they had a 20% chance of surviving at birth and that the danger wasn't over in the first 24 hours. Upon turning 10 in the documentary, their mother explained, "For them, to actually be here for 10 years is just a blessing. It just felt so good to see them get to this milestone." However, the documentary also showed how amazed their pediatric neurologist, Dr. Juliette Huken, was, and how much she learned from their unique brain-stem connection. Neurosurgeons and other medical professionals they met had a similar reaction. Ultimately, their mother never wanted fame or preferential treatment for them. At the end of the episode, she said, "They're just little people living their lives like the rest of us. That's how we see them, and that's how their siblings see them." Moreover, Tatiana and Krista have inspired clinical research. Their case has been cited in many clinical studies, for example, Craniopagus, Overview and the Implications of Sharing a Brain by Jordan Square at the University of British Columbia's Undergraduate Journal of Psychology in 2012. Thank you for spending some time with us. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpick these videos, which we recommend you watch next. You can talk to us on all social medias or ask a question in the comments below. Thank you for being with us, and we'll see you back tomorrow.